I'm going to press the start recording button.
Okay.
I'm feeling very British because I'm still getting off my Adele high.
Oh, we have to talk about it.
Oh, we do. Okay, but speaking of talking, hi, well-read buddy. Not us in the new studio and don't know how to act.
Girl.
Well, technically, not new studio, just new setup. Do y'all like this new setup? Shout out to Micah and Vibe Street.
Yes.
Love to see it.
On the come up.
On the come
Birmingham. Love to see it.
I'm Alana.
I'm Samra.
And welcome to a minisode of the Bite Size Book Club.
It is a tongue twister.
It really is.
Yeah.
A podcast she well read. Usually we would be, starting the new season, but if y'all have not been paying attention to our TikTok, we kind of blowing up just a little bit on there. Hello, new friends, new followers.
Hey guys.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for the love and support. It means so much.
No, really though. Like, what inspired this episode was literally someone commented, "Y'all ain't posted since November," and I said, well,
you're right.
You're absolutely correct. We have not, because it
We're
was the end of the season.
seasonal.
Yes, we are seasonal. But this episode, we're just gonna do some quick life updates, podcast updates, and answer the 1,000,003 questions that we've gotten on TikTok. Which keep them coming.
Right.
Keep them
Please.
coming.
I've been trying to comment. We've both been trying to comment, and
Yeah.
it's hard to keep up.
It's very hard to keep up.
Which actually sounds. I sound really
Really, what?
annoying saying that.
No, it's a
Been
good.
so hard to keep up with all the gummy. Like, shut up.
I'm so weak. Your life's so hard. You just have to respond to a few people on a TikTok. Anywho, so hello, welcome in, welcome to the craziness.
It is always a little crazy. That was me. I feel like we need to have a trailer that's like us leaving our homes on the way to the stew.
Oh, like a real trailer, like a video trailer.
Like a video trailer. I'm imagining, because
She said I'm imagining and
like
thinking.
we text each other when we're on the way, and
Yeah.
like she texted me and I was like, oh, I gotta get out the door. I was like so close but so far. And
From
then
getting out the door?
Yeah, and I was like mad dashing here, and I was like, I'm gonna cut time off this 12 more minutes. I was like, nah, 6 more minutes, babe.
No, that was me. I shaved like 3 minutes off.
Apart.
I don't know how I did it. Actually, I know how I
know.
did it, but
I know.
don't do that, kids.
Don't recommend that.
Don't recommend it.
Drive safe, guys.
Yes, be safe and responsible drivers. Okay, so quick life updates. Do you want to go first?
Whoa. I got a new job.
Yes, we love to see it. New money, new bag.
Yeah, you can see. I don't even know why I'm saying you can see, because I'm not. You can't.
I was looking. I was like, what do we see?
I'm not wearing the name tag or anything.
I thought you were gonna pull some out. I thought it was gonna be a surprise.
No, nothing. I have literally nothing. But I've been really loving it. It's like more creative. I mean, it's definitely like what I do is not necessarily creative, but the agency itself is a creative agency.
Okay.
So it's got me, in meetings where I get to see like how they're coming up with creative for advertising, and it's been kind of cool.
That's awesome. I saw you get some free stuff, so if you don't want some of that free stuff, just slide it on over here.
I wish I could get some. Alabama's a whole thing about what we can and can't receive, because they were trying to send me like straight up like bottles of wine.
Oh yeah,
I can't get them. So
wait, just have it sent to Kenzie's.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll probably have to be doing that at some point, but
no, I'm for real. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna do it.
That's what I did with whip shots, because again, Alabama.
Oh my God! Speaking of Cardi, love her.
just in general. That's it. That's the tweet.
I was just watching an interview with her and today, literally, briefly, and it's just nice to see her. I don't see her much.
Yeah. When's the new album, Miss Mamas? We been waiting.
Oh, I can't wait to go to that concert.
Bro, speaking of concerts,
y'all,
I just got back from Adele. And I haven't even talked to you about this.
I know this is first time for me. Because Kinsey posted, our friend Kinsey went with you.
Yes, I'm posting tomorrow because I just needed a day to just
digest it.
Yeah, just take it all in.
I was at work watching the Adele footage on her Facebook post.
I'm so weak.
I was like, yeah.
No, it was literally like, so the room, it wasn't that big. It was very intimate, just like she said. And it was really that thing, like you could sit anywhere and it's a good seat.
Really? Y'all had great seats though.
Yeah, and we were at the top.
Oh,
like that was the top. Yeah.
Oh, it seemed like you were very close.
That was the top.
That's crazy. That's very intimate.
Right. And she was just very personable. She talked to us.
Really?
Yeah. Like
you talked to Adele.
We talked to Adele.
Oh my god.
And she was like, I want this to feel like, I wanted this whole thing to feel like you're in a studio session with me. And that's exactly what it felt like.
For real?
Like no backtrack. Like she had like 3 backup singers.
Oh my god.
But it was literally like she was in a recording session.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's like, I would have cried.
Yeah.
I would have been bawling.
One of the girls we went with did in fact bawl.
As she,
yeah. And I called my sister Amaya during her favorite song and she too bawled.
Really?
Yeah. I FaceTimed her.
The power of a voice.
The power of it. Like it was literal chills because spoiler alert, if you're going to Adele, skip forward like 30 seconds. But she opened the show with Hello.
Okay. Well,
right. Iconic.
Of course.
And she did a lot of old songs. She did new songs. She was like, I know I only have a few upbeat songs, but I'm gonna do them back to back to back so that y'all can just stand for like 3 songs straight and then you can just sit.
She's
An attention queen! Literally!
Adele!
And I would have paid, so the thing was, I would have paid the $200 extra more to be in the front. Because that's really that was the difference. But the thing was, which
that's really
Ticketmaster, get your fucking shit together before Beyonce goes on tour. And that's all I have to say on that.
Do you think? Yeah, I think it might be because she's pushing this baby.
But so when we were buying tickets, we were like, we don't care as long as we're in the room because at this point,
right? I mean, her voice is so powerful.
Yeah, and because it was so like hot, like the first round, our tickets sold out while we were checking out. Like we literally hit pay and they were gone.
Yeah.
So at that point we were like, screw it, whatever we can get, we're getting. So
and you did.
And we did. And yeah, I have many theories on how Beyonce is going to do this next tour. Drop tickets.
I'm so excited. Speaking of which, she just had her concert in Dubai.
Fucking Dubai, which I know. I thought about it today. I was like, I know Adele got invited to that. And what fucking commitment to keep your show and not go to Beyonce in Dubai.
Wow. So true though. I didn't even think about that. She's so extra, even more thoughtful now.
Right. I literally thought about it while I was drinking my coffee today.
But Beyonce looked stunning.
And I really hope all the people who got video footage that
you're okay.
Yeah, are okay. You don't get lawsuits.
I feel like if you're in the concert, you couldn't.
No.
You couldn't.
We are not supposed to be seeing what we're seeing. It was a strict no video, no.
I heard some Wi-Fi's got cut off.
Yeah.
As they were being uploaded.
Yeah.
Which is scary, but it's Dubai.
It's Dubai, right?
They got surveillance. Crazy up there.
Right. I mean, this woman got paid $24 million for this one performance.
Dubai money is different.
Dubai money is, and that's what I was like, so who's going to stay in this hotel? Because to say you paid $24 million just for the grand opening for the for the performer, right? They flew these people out. I saw this girl's tweet and so sorry to Miss Girl. Imagine. She got invited, but she thought it was spam. She didn't think it was real. You saw that? I was like, I would shit myself.
I too would have thought it was spam.
Right? It's like valid. I too would have thought that was spam. But
damn, that's so freaking upsetting. Actually.
Yeah, but they got everything paid for. So I'm wondering, I want to look up how much a night at this hotel
I know. The publicity is crazy because worldwide we were all looking at this hotel.
You know what? They chose the right person because world stop. Carry on. That's exactly what happened.
I've never cared so much about a hotel.
Right. But yeah, so I just got back from Adele. Also, big news to our baddies. I am officially off the market.
Oh my God! It's over. If you've been
over
listening, trying to wait your perfect time to shoot the shot,
you're too late.
the shot has been shot.
The shot's been taken.
The shot has been taken, and we love him.
Yes, we do. We stand him in this house. Yeah,
Not
I'm
our
very
Lana
happy,
love.
you know.
It all happened so fast.
Like fast, but not fast.
Yeah, that's true. It's always the second time around.
The second time around.
That's how me and Dime were too.
Damn, I didn't even know y'all had a second time around.
That was our second time around.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't working the first time.
Well, it all works out in the end.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. I'm still at my same job.
Period. We love a loyal queen.
Yeah. And that's the only like big things I can think of.
I mean, those were pretty huge. So don't worry about it.
She said you did great.
Yep.
But this episode is less about us. I mean, kind of, for those who don't know us, you're getting a very good glimpse of what a normal episode would be like. We do rabbit hole in fact on this podcast.
Very, very, very common. Super.
Next up, pod updates. So y'all have been asking, we got answers. New season, we are hoping and praying and 99.999% sure that we are going live in March. Go check out the links everywhere. Y'all know where they are. Well, if you don't know where they are, links in our bio, links in description. Go vote for season 4's book. Yeah. Which, as of right now, today.
Okay, tell us the stats.
What's
I'm
today?
interested.
The 23rd.
I have not checked in. I don't know how long.
I have checked, which also thank you to everyone who's placed their votes on next season's book. Last time I checked, 167 people have voted.
Oh my God.
Which is like.
I don't even know 167 people. So. Guys, you're making me feel really loved right now.
Very seen. As of right now, I'm Glad My Mom Died is winning, but closely trailing behind is 7 Days in June. Like when I say like every time it's neck and neck, it's between those two. So y'all go vote.
Y'all decide what way we go this season.
Yep.
Like, are we going to dive into the trauma, or are we gonna dive into
the love story?
Who knows? But y'all need to make your vote.
Yeah.
I think I voted. I don't even know.
I voted.
I think I voted like immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
I gotta double check, or I could go from all my accounts.
Yeah, you could. And it's also like we've done a lot of nonfiction. If 7 Days in June wins, that'd be our first like fiction book.
That's why I'm kind of rooting for it. I can't lie.
You said I'm kind of biased about it.
I'm kind of rooting for it, but it's up to y'all. Also really happy either way. I'm excited. I liked all the books.
Yeah, all the book picks, which some were from us, some were from y'all. It was and thank you. I forgot who said it, but somebody was like, "This is a very good, diverse group of books to be able to choose from." It's hard. It is hard. But yeah, go vote. Voting ends on Friday, January 27th. That is the last day we were accepting votes. You try to go vote on the 28th.
A few days, guys.
It's not gonna work. Yep, because it drops Wednesday.
What is that, Friday?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah,
guys,
so
you've
go
got
vote.
Straight up 2 days to vote.
Get popping. Get at it. We now also have an interview request document for anybody who wants to be on the show, whether you are an author, a writer, a whatever, a doer of things. We now have a pitch form that will be available on our website. I don't know where we're putting it. But we'll let y'all know. But if you email us at shewellread@gmail.com, we will send you the pitch link.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how we're going to be doing those things, to keep up with that and to make it, a little bit more organized. We're getting more organized this season, y'all. And what else? Okay. Yes, email us your... Okay, this is new. Okay. Which I told Samara this is going to low-key be like, what, y'all are getting an inside look of what our meetings look like. So the idea I had...
What are you talking about now?
This next bullet. The idea I have is... for people, like we always say, email us at shewellread@gmail.com. And then I was like, if like a podcast I listen to just told me to email them, like I might have know what I want to say, but then I might not. So to give y'all a little guidance,
okay,
email us your book reviews. Email us, what have you been
so
reading?
true.
What are you into?
Great point, Lana.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Include your name, your pronouns, the book title and the author, and your review or rating. Hopefully both. And we'll read them live here on the show. So if you want to be featured on the show, tell us what you're reading, tell us what you're looking at. Email us at SWRred@gmail.com. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Love.
We already have some actually on the site.
Yeah,
So
we do
can
have
add
some of
to
the
it
site.
too.
Yeah.
We'll read them and add them.
Oh,
How about
period. Yes. So this is a great way to shout out your favorite authors and books, get new recommendations that we can also add to our bookshop list. Where
Real talk.
if you go check our bookshop today, because I'm doing this tonight,
Very odd.
we are going to have a new list strictly for what you guys have recommended to us.
Why don't we already have that?
I know. I realized all the comments. I was like, these are such great recommendations. Like,
actually,
an easy place to go and buy them.
Because I have to like bookmark it or add it to a list, and then it gets all
Lost
scattered.
in translation.
Yeah.
So just one place where all the recommendations are. Now, I will say some of the books from some of the indie authors I have looked and they're not available on Bookshop yet. Which
so true.
I meant to reach out to Bookshop because somebody emailed us about that, being like, "Oh, could you feature our book?" And I was like, "Yeah, we'll put it on our Bookshop."
Oh, and it wasn't there. I remember.
So I'm not sure how that works of getting your book featured on Bookshop, but I will reach out to them and ask.
I feel like as long as a indie bookstore carries it, they should be able to.
I think
have
so
it on the
too.
site.
I would hope
think.
that's how that works. I don't really know. So I'm going to email them. I will keep y'all posted. Check out TikTok because that's probably where I'm going to post the update. And also community. Y'all know we have been trying to figure out this whole community thing out for like ever. But y'all have given us some suggestions, which thank you again. So, and this is new. Again, this is very much meeting style. Actually, a few people recommended Geneva. I haven't looked into the app, but apparently it's a book club app. So we might need to actually look into that.
I love a book club app.
Right.
That's pretty convenient.
Right. There's also Discord, which we've kind of talked about that already. And one that I am like really, really leaning towards for us because I think it makes a lot of sense and it might work a little better for our schedules is going live on TikTok. And like once a month we can go live and have people join the live, tell us what they're reading.
Oh my God.
People can hop on the live with us.
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. Is it going to be like something where they just look at us more? So it would be like interactive.
Yeah, it'd be more interactive and we can we can read comments and respond to comments. Okay. People can jump on the live. It kind of like that. I think it's the same, which
I would totally tune into that too if I was just like scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, and like we can schedule them every month.
I mean Instagram.
So they'd be about the
or
same
TikTok.
time of the month.
Wait, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Oh, I've never done one of those.
I know, it'd be our first time, so like give us grace while we're figuring this shit out. But yeah, so I really like that idea because it's like an in-person experience, or like if you don't want to be on camera, you can just be in the comments chatting it up.
I like that.
So that is something else we're working on, going on TikTok monthly. Let us know what you think of these options. Email us at shewellread@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you're thinking.
Please, seriously. I want to know. DM us. Yeah, all the things. And lastly, for our last segment of this episode, we are going to go through the common questions we've gotten on our TikTok. Frequently asked questions section.
Q&A, yes, section. All right. How does it work and what we're about?
Oh my God. Okay, so she just threw this on me.
I said go hard with the first one.
Good thing I've been here the whole time. Okay, so we are breaking books down chapter by chapter on every episode of a season, if that makes sense.
Yep, every season is one book and every episode is a chapter from said book.
Yeah, so when you break it down like that, it's pretty straightforward.
Bite-sized, if you would.
Exactly.
That is the...
Wow.
Right, all right.
How did you think of that?
Hey, Sarah, what's the definition of bite-sized? Because that is another commonly asked question we've gotten on TikTok. What's the bite-sized part?
Okay, so we feel like it's a lot of pressure to read a book in one sitting. So we have kind of broken down the book club into what we consider bite-sized, digestible in most cases chapters, but you know, like if it's just like one of those 3-parters, like we can even break it down. We can get creative with how we break down a book or whatever it is.
Slow read, slow dissections.
So I feel like in a book club, if we're like coming in and reading we've all read the whole book, like we're kind of doing like the synopsis summary of the book, and so it's kind of more fun and meaningful to us when we break it down like that, because we get to really talk about each, I guess, part of the book in a sense, like
the different topics,
in the book,
ideas,
so,
all
right,
that.
like because the author broke it down by chapter and we're dissecting it by chapter in a way is how I think of it.
That's how I would look as the definition of bite size.
Like a moral to the story almost.
Yeah, but deeper.
Yeah, I feel like it almost feels like an after school special of like you get the show, right? But then you get the episode, and each episode it's like a takeaway.
Right. It's kind of like, you know how HBO loves to make a podcast for their shows nowadays.
They do.
Where it's like House of the Dragon, the show, and then there's House of the Dragon, the after podcast. We are the after podcast of a book.
Yes. After hours.
After hours.
Yeah.
So yes, that is what we are about. That's how it works. What are we about? What are we all about?
Oh my God. Okay, so our mission is really to empower women empowering women
to read.
To be well read.
To be well read, yes.
To read, period.
Both are the same thing.
Yeah. All of that. And yeah, we just, I feel like knowledge is power. As women, we want to be powerful, so we don't have to succumb to the
patriarchy.
Exactly.
I was like, I feel like that's a very used word nowadays.
Thank
but like that's
you.
I feel like that's what it is.
I wasn't getting there, so I'm glad you thought of that.
It's
always a patriarchy.
It is always a patriarchy. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know our story, which you can go, I think we talk about our story in the very first episode, potentially.
Got to have.
But a little recap. We are best friends. We met in college our freshman year and have been best friends ever since. And once we graduated, we were like, fuck.
Like fucking years.
7 to be exact.
Not 7 years. I just bought an alumni tag for my car.
I saw that on Twitter. I was like, this bitch.
I'm
as much
that
as she
girl
shitted
now.
on UAB.
I shat on it so much. I was so mad at them every day I was there.
I'm so weak.
But I've come to love the people that I met.
Good old UAB. Ever faithful, ever loyal.
It kind of, Yeah. Look, I don't know where this sudden UAB pride came from, but I'm rolling with it.
Period. But yeah, we graduated and we said, fuck, what do we do now?
Yeah.
So we needed something to do outside of our 9-to-5 jobs. We got together. Sam was talking about a book club. I was talking about a podcast, and here we are. We married the two together. And yeah, because then even in our personal lives, we were heavy readers, which we've seen. A lot of y'all were too when we were younger.
Not us all living the same life.
Right. And we kind of fell off of that. So we're trying to slowly get back into reading and making it doable for our lives.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what we are all about, and that's how it works. Which there is a very specific TikTok comment. I'm going to get my phone.
You better.
That I wanted to read because I was like, I feel like this is so many people's questions like wrapped up into one comment. Okay, she says, maybe it's the brain fog from being sick, but I'm not really understanding how it works. Do we all buy the book or just listen to the podcast? Is someone else reading the book to us like audiobook style, or are we reading it and discussing on the podcast? I'm so confused, but so interested. Thank you for being interested. But to answer,
well put.
It was very well put, and I feel like it could be a lot of people's questions. I feel. So you can buy the book or you cannot buy the book.
Just depends on whether or not you want to read it with us.
Right. And honestly, I like that she put audio. Oh, I'm so sorry. If she, her, not your pronouns, please correct me.
Don't want to misgender you.
Don't want to misgender you. But they said, the what's the word I'm looking for? Audiobook style, which I guess if you don't buy the book, then it is kind of audiobook style.
I mean, we're not reading it straight up. Like we'll read a few quotes here and there that
to make a point.
Yeah, but we're not out here like reading cover to cover at all.
Right, which is why we have like the reason why we have y'all voting now is because once we're promoting the new premiere, that is your time to get the book, do whatever you want to do. Like if you want to read the book,
the SWR Red timeline.
Yeah, here is the timeline. So you guys vote on the book. The book is chosen. You can go buy the book and then read the whole thing before we even start the season. You can skim through it. You can do whatever you want. Or you can not buy it and just be really pumped and ready for the new season.
And that's okay too.
And then once the season starts, you can either read chapter by chapter with us. So every week is literally the next chapter. So if you want to read ahead the chapter that we're about to go over in the next episode, you do it that way. Each season usually looks like we have an intro episode where we kind of do the intro of the book. We don't really get into it that deeply just yet. And then we do chapters 1 through whatever, or essays 1 through whatever. And then we have a conclusion episode. So
yeah,
that's
so true.
That is the timeline and the layout of an episode. Speaking of layout of an episode, at the beginning we always start out with shout out corner, which I did not do today. Follow us everywhere at SWR Red.
I forgot what it was. I was sitting here like
it's been a minute.
Blank stare. Shout out
terrified
corner.
looks from everyone in the room. No, it's horrified looks. Just kidding.
You're right.
Shout out corner where we shout out all the things, our affiliates, our sponsors, partners. The tit. Yes, which for us means Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That is where we are most active on social media.
Follow us on those platforms. You can follow us on LinkedIn, but girl, we may not post on there.
Yeah, probably not. And Facebook.
Why are we on LinkedIn? It was just a thing we were doing for a little bit. And now we don't do it that much.
Yeah, we don't really do it that much.
But if you want to see us there, send us an email and we'll post some for you.
For you and you
Just
alone.
for you.
And then next comes coffee break, where basically kind of how the beginning of this episode was. We give you life updates. We talk about things that are happening in the world. And
we drink coffee. Well, we don't, but it's like figurative. Like you can drink a coffee.
Or a tea. Or an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, you really up to you what you want to do.
A mocktail if you're doing dry January.
We have to drive home. I was like, I would totally bring wine.
Yeah. Maybe
I could do a glass.
I was gonna say maybe some episodes we'll do that.
We'll bring drinks. Like maybe we'll bring Starbucks or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, we're not allowed to have.
We're not supposed to have because of the
machinery. So.
Okay, we're not drinking anything, but you guys are welcome to drink stuff.
Right. Well, you're listening along to us, and then we get into the chapter. I know I kind of got you off guard with that one.
You did, and I was here.
But you were here.
Look, the amount of times I've missed it, people know me for that, so I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, so it's
rebrand.
Underground Queens podcast.
Yeah, what was that about, Underground Queens? I'm about to say, stay underground, Queens.
Please.
But no, I
hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny, and thank you for just interacting.
Yeah, their comment was basically like, we need a compilation of all the times Samra's missed her mark.
We got to hit Micah up.
We get a compilation of all the things. Also, so we get into the chapter and then we end. We do, we get into
final thoughts,
a wrap up, if you will,
the after school special part, and then we pretty much shut her down.
Yeah, and then if you guys send us anything, that would go in the coffee break, or we might make a whole new segment for it. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Depends on how many things are sent in.
Right, it depends.
So
on
that's
how many
up to
you. Again, up to you. This is we are driven by y'all. If y'all, if y'all haven't gotten that by this point, we are driven by y'all.
We want to do what y'all want to do.
A little bit of what we want to do, but mostly what y'all want to do.
Yeah.
We talked about the episode layouts. Okay, somebody left this comment about, what's February's book of the month? And I said, well,
book of the month.
Yeah, because book club, but that's not how we work.
It's not a book of the month, a book club.
Yes, it is
Book of the season.
Book of the season, yeah.
We're still choosing.
When we are in season.
Yes.
So yeah, that is another thing that makes us different than like the typical. We are not, and I'm gonna just put this out. We are not your typical book club.
Not your average.
Not your average
not
book
your
club.
mamas.
Not your mamas. Not your
We're
grandmamas.
just us.
Yeah, we're doing things differently.
Well-read baddies.
Yeah, who are just trying to be well-rounded on various topics and what the fuck's going on in the world and how we're feeling and all the things.
Yeah, we like to feel like, or we like to say that reading comes in all forms. It's not just a book. It can be, but it can also be an article. It can also be somebody's long-ass social media post. It can also be a picture book that you're reading to your kid.
Coffee table books.
Coffee table books, because I do love to shout those out. Just
magazines,
all of that.
Anything that makes you more well versed and well rounded. That's what we consider
it doesn't
being
have
well
to
read.
be a book.
It does not have to be a book, and it doesn't have to be. Yeah, we are not your average book club, so we don't do book of the month. But maybe we could do something similar where it's like if a lot of y'all are reading the same goddamn book in a particular month, maybe we will highlight said book and that can be the book of the month.
That's real though.
That would be the only like book of the month aspect of our book club.
Yeah.
Our book club is very chill. We are very laid back. We are a slow burn.
That's such a good way to put it.
Just because for our lives, being in a typical book club is not realistic for us. So we wanted to make a book club for those of y'all that feel like us. So yeah. And where to start listening? I saw that question a lot. And I think you commented.
Spotify.
No. Like as in like what season, what episode? Yeah.
I was about to say Apple Podcast.
That was another question. Where are you available? Everywhere.
Straight up. I think we're on Pandora. We're on iHeartRadio. You can search
Audible.
us on a lot of platforms and we should pop up. If we don't, honestly, reach out to us because we'll stick our podcast there. But
where to start from?
Girl,
listening.
I responded by saying what I thought, but you really could do whatever you want. I would say it's just the beginning of any season.
Yeah, I agree.
Because just like you'll get us going through the entire thing, and if you're like coming in at episode 8 of a season, we're probably gonna spoil stuff that happened earlier,
and it won't make sense. I mean, I feel like it would make sense because every episode is just so different of what we're talking about. But if you're trying to like follow along, like you said, from the book from beginning to end, like going in the middle it's not gonna make sense.
Yeah. So like say you're more interested in reading season 1's book, which is by Kayleen Schaefer.
Text me when you get home.
You go buy that book off our bookshop, you get that book in, and then you read like 3 chapters. So at that point, you could probably just binge the intro to the 4th episode. And like, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. Or like, that's when you can send us like your thoughts about it. Cause we definitely shout y'all out every episode. Like, let us know.
Literally. So
feel free to let us know. Even if we're, like not
old
in that episode, like we will still definitely remember what was going on.
Right. And honestly, you might be giving, if it is an older one, give us a little refresher about what's going on.
Yeah.
Because it's been a minute since, especially season 1, since we read that book. But I still remember so much of it though.
Right. So. And that's the beauty of bite size. You know what I mean? You can actually like really taste each chapter. Yeah. I'm a poet, obviously. So that's why I'm reading other people's books. Which I'd love to do a poetry book one day.
Yeah.
Just
Thoughts. So yes. That's where you start listening.
But then the minisodes. Let's
talk about minisodes too. The difference between when we're in season and minisodes too.
So confusing, yeah.
So minisodes, we set those up because we know so many amazing people and want to talk to so many amazing people. And so
just, like shout them out.
Right.
Like shout out corner, but for people.
Right. An extended shout out corner, if you will.
Straight up.
And that's where we have our guests on the show, all those types of things. We don't have them on like a regular episode. That's why we do minisodes, and those come kind of just as much as we get asked to do or we want to do them.
Yeah.
We do a lot. We have one campaign called Black 365 where we really want to highlight Black voices, whether that be you're an author and a cook, a artist, whatever the fuck.
Whatever you're doing, if you do it well, we would love to have you on the show. You know,
I'm gonna take that clip because that is perfect for if you want to be a guest on the show. Do it again.
Whatever you're doing, if you do it well, we would love to have you on the show.
Yeah.
But also, we are highlighting Black creators.
Specifically with that campaign.
We do have another campaign called Pride 365, where we're highlighting members of our beautiful LGBTQ plus community and, you know, just our fam who is not represented. Anyone who's not represented, we want to represent, basically.
Highlighting those voices.
Yeah.
So but even if you don't feel like you fall into either of those categories, I mean, it really balls to the wall. If you're an interesting fucking person, we want to have you on our show and interview you. That's real. And something that we've been playing around with, which maybe you'll see next season, we'll get our shit together by the time that comes around, is Patreon. Where we're gonna have more episodes. You'll have early access to episodes, bonus content. If we have you know, maybe merch stuff, discounts, all that stuff, more minisodes. So that's the difference between like when we're like actually in season and minisodes. Like this is considered a minisode because we're not in season.
So true.
But we have minisodes that while we are in season, it all just depends.
That's your lucky day. You get a minisode and a Wednesday episode.
Right.
Just know we're like stressed out.
Yeah.
Probably behind the scenes.
And we're going to get more consistent about when those are posted too. Because sometimes I post them on Mondays. Sometimes I post it on Wednesdays, the minisodes. I think minisodes are going to be Mondays.
Monday
minis.
Mini
Mondays.
Love it.
Yes. Okay, next. How to join.
You're here.
Welcome.
It's very low key, guys. If you're listening to the episode, you're technically a part of the book club. You don't have to say you are, but you don't have to sign up. Hearts, you are.
But if you want to
claim you.
Yeah, if you want to be extra and you want to put "I am a well-read baddie" or hashtag well-read baddie like in your bio somewhere, or like,
oh my god,
I don't know, wherever.
Yeah, do it, girl.
Which that's another thing, you know, that I thought of. We call y'all well-read baddies because we couldn't figure out what the fuck else to call y'all, our listeners. So if y'all have another name that you think is better than well-read baddie,
I don't know if you can beat it.
But you could try. Email us at shewellread@gmail.com. Again, you've been hearing that a lot out of me, which you will be hearing a lot. Like if you go back and listen, you hear it a lot and you'll continue to hear it a lot.
Take a shot every time Alana says, reach out to us.
At shewellread@gmail.com. You will get very drunk. Don't do that.
No, that's
this episode alone, you're probably 7 shots deep at this point. Or maybe take a sip every time I say email us at shewellread@gmail.com. Yeah. But yes, there is no official sign up. Again, not your typical book club. You're here. Welcome. Welcome in.
Yeah.
And where are we available? We kind of went over that already.
Spotify,
everywhere.
Apple.
Yeah.
Pandora.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
Libsyn.
That's not one. But love Libsyn. Love our Libsyn fam. That's our hosting.
We love Libsyn.
So
but
much.
Don't go there to listen to us.
That's not a thing. YouTube. I was like, where's the big one? Where's the big one? The reason why we rent out the studio.
Girl.
Hello?
YouTube.
The one that you were so passionate about.
That's so awkward.
I was waiting. I was like, yeah. I was like, maybe she's doing all like.
And then bam at the end.
Yeah. And then it
was a delayed bam, but y'all, we're on YouTube.
Yes, we are on YouTube.
You can see our beautiful faces and, you know, just all the facial expressions.
Oh my gosh, wait, I want to do an OOTD. So my glasses are Warby Parker. My earrings are Kendra Scott. Listen, I'm trying to get the partners, man.
Okay. Honestly,
could use somebody.
Partnership
tab. Because we also, let me finish my OOTD. Watch is Apple. My jacket.
Not with her.
My jacket is Fashion Nova. My bodysuit is Amazon.
Oh.
My pants are also Fashion Nova. And my
my
shoes
you're
are
crazy.
Nike Air Max.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Okay.
But back to partners.
Okay.
We offer partner packages during the season. You can have ad spaces on our show.
Yeah, no, straight up.
And we also do social media packages where we can do a TikTok for you. We can do Instagram. We could do things.
We can do things.
We can highlight your products.
And we're fun.
And we're fun.
We're loving.
Yeah. Live, laugh, love.
Yes, we're living.
Yeah. Or if you want to send us stuff and have us feature it on the show.
We'll put it right here.
You want to send us a present?
Right now, I am using Glossier. Bomb.com. Lift the bomb.
Oh, speaking of gloss, because I'm in love with my Fenty gloss today.
Oh, you better shout her out.
Fenty by Rihanna. This is in color Fenty Glow.
The color now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is in color Fenty Glow. The cream gloss bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's Fenty Heat, there's Fenty Cream, and then there's just the regular Fenty glosses.
Girl, she's already.
I'm already here.
Ready
Come
to go.
Come on.
She's ready to go for the campaign.
Yeah. But you could also send us stuff if you want to send us a picture, send us a postcard, send us a little present. Thank you note, whatever, a letter.
We'll read it.
We'll showcase it. You can send it all to our P.O. Box 1725, Gardendale, Alabama, 35117.
Love Garden.
Oh, 35071. Damn.
Oh.
Yikes.
It's
in the description. It's in the description.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Oh my god. Well, I'm just happy everybody's here.
Yes.
You know, y'all really like make our day. Seriously.
We've been doing this damn thing for 3 years, and I watched this movie on the plane called Tick Tick Boom, which it's really good. Okay. It's kind of slow, and it's very niche, I think, because of the style of the musical.
Oh, it's a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Okay.
It's about Jonathan Larson, who was the creator of Rent.
Oh.
Which, not fun fact, but something I didn't know was that. Well, I'll say it at the end because it's kind of sad.
Okay.
But it's kind of the story of his life. Later in his life, he's about to turn 30. Spoiler alert. Also, he's about to turn 30. He's 29, and he's been working on this musical called. I think it's called. Oh damn! It starts with an S, and I'm like blanking.
You suck. No, I'm just kidding.
But he's been working on this musical for 8 years. And he's finally got a workshop set up, and he's like living the struggling producer writer life right now.
Okay.
And like also what's happening around him is he has a lot of LGBTQ plus friends, and a lot of them have passed away from AIDS and HIV.
Oh, it's like the 90s.
The 90s, yeah. It's the 90s. Where they didn't really have any type of treatment plan back then for that. If you got diagnosed, it was kind of a death sentence in a sense.
I know, right?
Which luckily we've progressed so much further since then.
That's true. Celebrate the win.
Yeah, he has the workshop, and it goes really well. Vanessa Hudgens is in it also. Andrew Garfield stars as Jonathan Larson.
Oh. Wow.
And oh my gosh, what is her name from Pose? She's on there too.
Pose.
She's from the House of Abundance. She's the mother of House of Abundance.
Oh, the mother.
Yes, the head honcho.
Oh.
Fuck, I can't think of her name. It's gonna bother me. Anywho, she's in there too. A lot of great people are in this movie. Like so many great people are in this movie.
Oh,
people from Hamilton are in this movie. Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm pretty sure he produced the movie or whatever the fuck.
Well, he's just got his hands in every little.
It's on Netflix also if you want to watch it. It's called Tick Tick Boom. But basically, he does the workshop and it goes really well. Like Steven Sondheim, who did West Side Story, shows up and like says, "Yeah, this was great," and wants to work with him.
Okay.
But nobody like wants to produce the show.
Oh.
And so his agent basically tells him, because he's like, what do I do now? She's like, start the next one. And it's like, he spent
10
like
years.
almost 10 years on this thing, and it's like, it was good, but it's not good enough for Broadway. It's not, nobody wants to buy it, nobody's ready to jump into something like that. And so he does start the next one, and the next one is Tick Tick Boom. Does not go to Broadway, but the next one, Rent, goes on Broadway for 12 years. But unfortunately, the night before opening night of Rent, he passed away from an aortic aneurysm.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. What are the odds?
Right.
Aortic?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what even is that?
Like a aneurysm in your heart, I'm pretty sure. And you know, like aneurysms, most of the time you can't detect them. They're holy fuck.
What?
They're literally a ticking time bomb.
Tick tick boom. That's weird. Life imitates art.
Damn. Fuck.
That's actually
that
really
like
upsetting.
Yeah, but yeah, he passed away literally the night before opening night of Rent.
Maybe at least he knew it was about to happen.
He at least knew it was gonna happen. He just couldn't like watch it happen, which is really, really sad.
That's upsetting.
But another thing that I took away from this story was basically, if you really like are passionate and love something and are just like really into it, no matter how long it takes, like if you really have that drive and dedication about it, like it will work out for you than likely, more often than not. Even if it has to like not be in the exact form that you originally saw it in. Like, you know, he had to change, like he wrote basically 3 different musicals until he got to the one that got him on Broadway.
So now they're producing, so are they producing Tick Tick Boom?
The movie was like Tick Tick Boom.
Showing?
Yeah, it was kind of
like a mixture.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
So he did kind of finally get Tick Tick Boom produced.
In a way. Yeah. So
someone needs to produce the first one.
On Broadway?
Uh-huh. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm invested now.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But all of that to say, we've been doing this thing for 3 years, and we are very excited and happy of the trajectory of where we're going and what's happening with our book club right now. And we really, like, we say it all the time, and I feel like we can never really say it enough or have the right words or whatever. But really, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the ones who've been here since day one. Thank you for supporting the show.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes, literally shout out to y'all. Y'all are the reason we keep going and keep doing the show. Y'all's energy is really what fuels and drives us. Tell us what you think about the show. Email us at shewellread@gmail.com or leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. And you can leave, I know on Spotify you can just leave 5-star reviews. And then on Apple you can actually leave a written review if you'd like to leave it there. But yeah, that's all we have for y'all in this minisode. We will see y'all next time y'all see us. It will either be another minisode or or we'll be starting this season. So either way, exciting. I feel like it is exciting. I'm really excited and I'm just really happy.
Yeah.
And with that, this has been another episode of She Well Read. I'm Alana.
I'm Samra.
Bye y'all.
Bye.